Okay, let's look at some of the questions here. So performance quartile, a statistical term describing a division of observation in four interval based on the values and how they compare to the entire set of observations. So those are the things that we were looking at. In private equity company, it's how good a company is. So the financial metric of private equity firm are used to find out how the cash flow is working, what are the returns getting for general partner and the limited partners. The measure of portfolio fund in the IRR, the net IRR here. So the net IRR can be substantially different from gross IRR because it is net of management fee, carried interest and other compensation of the net IRR is relevant measure for cash flow between fund and limited partners. The gross IRR on the other hand is without any deduction. So it's important for portfolio companies. And then you have performance quartile. Then you have paid in capital. This is the capital utilized by GP. It can be specified in percent terms. Uh, the distribution to paid in capital is LP's realized return on cumulative paid to them uh, and cash on return. Then you have the residual value. This is the LP's unrealized and is the value of LP's holding in the funded company. This is the net of management fees and carried interest. And the total is what paid and what is like realized but not you have gained. This is one of the questions that we just talked about. So in this question, you start with some amount and you want to find out how much did you own. So you have to remove everything. So after paying everybody. Let's look at a performance metric here to compare two funds. Would become interesting. So here you have a DPI fund has A has distribution of 1.43. The RVPI implies that it will return 1.52 as other investments are harvested, and this is the total, and the maturity of the fund is given net and gross. So those are the terms. Uh, the other question here we'll look at the calculation of performance metric. So you have a big table. This is a quite important question in terms of exam because this is the kind of a thing that you can get. And there are other numericals as well, of course. So they ask you to calculate the management fee, carried interest, NAV after distribution, everything for this fund. So paid in capital, the paid in capital is the cumulative sum of capital called down. For example, in 2005 it was 70. The management fee is 2% here, so 2% of 70. It's not given. It's given as 1.4 in the third column. Then you have carried interest is not paid to GP unless the realized and the unrealized is greater than the cumulative capital of 150. This is a rule. So there are many rules to do that. NAV before distribution exceeded the capital for the first time and hence 20% was given. So management fund operating results was 10, carried interest none. In 2007, the NAV before distribution was 153. This was the carried interest, which was zero point 0.6, which was 153 minus 150, which was 0.6. And 20% of that was given as a money to them. So distribution in subsequent year it was calculated using NAV before distribution. So 200 minus 153 was 9.4. So again it was given, and NAV after distribution became that. So that's how we give to that. So it's 20. The distribution that was made. Uh, so carried interest and the distribution was something that was given back to the general to the limited partners. Then you have NAV distributions minus carried interest minus distribution is NAV after distribution. So 200 in the second last line, 200 minus 9.4 minus 40 is 150. This is what would remain. Let's look at DPI. DPI is calculated as the cumulative distribution by paid in capital, which is 20, 40, 80 upon the total money that you have been called. So paid in capital 140. So 20 plus 40 plus 80 upon 140. RVPI is calculated as NAV after distribution. So your total amount is 174.2 divided by 140, and TVPI is the sum of that. So that was one numerical that we wanted to have a look at.